Hi.
Hello.
All praise Beard on the great opening. Thank you. Hey, it's Star Wars. We have two Star Wars
This
now.
is Star Wars. This is a Star Wars.
This is going to be our. So we're gonna rotate. Every other month is going to be the Scum and Villainy, and the other month will be Hidden Paths. So we got Jedi's, and we have not so nice folk. And that's a weird way of putting it, but anyway, everyone go around the table, tell them who you be, and let's get into things.
All right. Well, I'm Nate. I am playing Breeb Wumbu, a Celestin, because that's what I play. He's a Jedi Guardian.
You do have a type.
Hey, I'm James. Using my assumed name because I feel like if we're going out, we probably shouldn't be using our Jedi names. So I'm going by Dal Rayla, but I'm really Duo Lingo, former Jedi consular.
Fair.
My pre-fall.
Your pre-funk.
My pre-fall.
So when maybe you know this, you're some Star Wars lore that I have no clue on. Do
Maybe.
Jedi change their name then? Do they like change their name? Do they take a new name?
No, I think that just a lot of people after Order 66 used a different name, like Caleb Doom no longer goes as Caleb Doom,
Yeah, Obi-Wan changed his name to Ben. Oh, Kenobi.
I thought about just naming my name I thought about just being like
Kenobi.
Dal Lingo or Do Lingo or Do Lingo, but I was like, that's a little too on the nose with the Ben.
Nathan's real name is, Ass Kisser McGee.
That's everyone's, for a little while. That's like
son of a bitch.
That's everyone's.
If you've seen the way he fucks Dooku over, you'd be like, yeah, I see why Dooku left. I see why Dooku chose violence.
I mean, honestly,
hello there.
You have to assume that if your name is Dooku, you're gonna hear about it. Gotta have a tough skin.
Yeah, or be really good at killing people, and he's both.
Yeah, but you should still have a tough skin even if you're good at killing people. I gotta kill you too.
Yeah,
it's very annoying.
This is really exhausting, you guys.
Yeah, they never really show They never really show in the movies the post kill. Because it's the body is still there. Someone's got to move it. And
it's hard work.
They don't in the 90 minutes to 3 hours. They don't have to they're like you're dead, and it's fine. Some people fall into a convenient pit like Darth Maul.
There's a lot of pitfalling in Star Wars.
There's a lot of pitfalls. There's a lot of pitfalls in Star Wars. Both were available for the Atari. Pitfall and Star Wars.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Warrior.
Warrior picking up where we left off on Sunday morning.
This is what happens when people stop being polite and start being real. I am playing Nando Palmain. He is not a Jedi, but he is Force sensitive.
I read that at first, and I thought it said Nandor, and I was like, "Oh,
no, I'm not. I'm not playing Nandor. I'm not. I promise. I'm not going to do that. I love
this
Nandor.
fucking guy. Yeah, this fucking guy.
Look. I'm trying to keep it on the level. I'm not going to run away with them. No. Will not play Nandor. Yeah.
You're not a huge fan of the Dream Team.
I love Nandor. I would happily play Nandor.
I love all those characters.
If I felt like I could do
have a
Nandor
soft spot.
justice, I'd maybe in a different game, I would that feels like an Extra Life vibe. I'll be.
I wish I could. I wish I could do a Matt Berry, like a good Matt Berry.
Oh my god, yeah.
Not even just the weird enunciation shit he does that even started when he was on Dark Place. I love that weird, kind of thing he does with that. But yeah, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's,
if I could
yes.
if I could have that voice, if only. I'm gonna Ursula him and make him get in that voice so he can have land legs.
That's fair. A fair trade.
Be like, I already have land legs.
All right.
Like, do you
really?
One's this long, sir.
Do you really, Colin Robinson?
Have you ever wanted to know what it's like to get things off tall shelves? I can do that for you. Isn't it worth your voice? Haven't you used it enough in your illustrious career, sir?
That's fair.
Logic.
I
Give
think
me your
that's
voice,
everybody.
Matt Perry.
Oh God. Although, as someone pointed out, they were like Matt Berry. Oh God, now I can't remember. Maybe it was Matt Berry should be the new Wolverine. I think that's what it was.
That would be incredible.
And they were just have him do his Pennsylvania accent from.
Oh my God!
Jackie Daytona, regular American bar owner. Why did you pick Pennsylvania? Because it sounded like Transylvania.
Pennsylvania. It's got to be good.
Also, bring it full circle. Mark Hamill's in those episodes, so it's
Mark
Jim the
this
Vampire.
Episode.
No, I wish.
Oh, that episode. I was like, you got Matt Hamill for this? Damn, we should have played that up.
Yeah, he's Jim the Vampire.
People would have been excited about that. We'd have some viewers. Like Mark Hamill's here.
Wow.
They're like, he'll do anything. Like, yeah.
It's like, well, I'm not doing the Joker or Luke Skywalker, so I got time to kill.
He was really good in the Fall of House of Usher. Scary as fuck.
I have not watched that yet. We should probably play Star Wars because we can talk about this on my proposed heel turn show that we need to bring back, that HEAL heel turn show. That I'm Beard is being pressured heavily into doing. Where it would literally be this. Just be our boys talking about our dumb stuff.
If you talk about the afterlife, call it Hell Turn.
Warrior. I'm glad I waited to drink.
I'll get you one of these times.
Yeah. Looks like I picked the wrong week to stop sniffing glue. All right.
You picked looks like I picked the wrong week to start drinking fluids.
Yeah. So we're going to open with Breeb Wumbu and Duo Lingo aboard Jarek's janky-ass shuttle.
Ben Wumbu!
Thanks for noticing.
Did you just change that? Did you change that?
Recently.
Is that also your alias name?
Yeah. It's clearly his line of thinking.
Clearly not Breeb Wumbu. Clearly.
That guy's an asshole. I'm Ben Wumbu.
Yeah.
Now I gotta change my notes.
Not the Jedi you're looking for.
God damn you both. Gosh, now I gotta type. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it.
You got this.
So when the two groups left the planet as it was getting bombarded, just as the Imperial ships redocked and just talk with a 10-minute time limit. That was what we talked about on Sunday. Yeah, it'd be a show where we gave ourselves a time limit of topic time limit.
Pomodoro method ass. Scream.
Just as they left the system and everyone kind of regrouped, a large capital ship that no one really recognized, with a very interesting like symbol across the entire bridge of the ship pops out of hyperspace and just starts dropping fighters, and they swarmed both your ships. The matron ship just kind of barely was able to leave, and those of you, which would be, I'm not going to call you Ben Wumbo, Breeb Wumbu and Duo Lingo, along with Nol Yehech, it being still comatose. Did you guys know about that? You guys weren't in that session, were you?
I don't.
Okay, so yeah, I was gonna say, so when everyone was getting aboard the ship,
yeah,
at the end of the last episode, you all came in, and the red crystal that Nol and all of a sudden I can't remember your other character warrior. I'm sorry, which is sad because I love that character.
It's
Honk Khaleesi. And also Colin's character, whose name also escapes my brain right now. We're seeing this crystal started to just float on its own and spin right before these ships jumped in, and then it exploded, and it all basically penetrated into Nol. And you tried to remove these tiny shards, but couldn't. And you actually noticed that he was still alive. He just was completely non-responsive. So you moved him onto the shuttle, and it's kind of like, okay, well, here's where we're all going to go. And that's when this capital ship erupts into your space, and just starts launching fighters. And one thing you kind of all realize almost simultaneously is they're not trying to destroy your ships. They're trying to hobble them to the point where you can't jump. So I need whoever's flying that ship out of you two to go ahead and act under fire.
Are you flying or am I flying?
Oh, is the Celestin flying, or is the other guy flying? Come on, dude. Come on, Ben.
Act under fire.
Does it do back shit in the sand? Come on.
I got a giant bonus here.
Yeah.
Yep. So with my 0, I rolled a 2, and then another 2.
Nice.
So we got that going for us.
Okay. So as you see the matron's ship pop out of real space and into hyperspace, you get ready to hit hyperspace, or get ready to hit your you've got coordinates loaded into the nav computer and everything. As you try to get the hyperspace to kick online, it just shorts out. And you realize, like, oh man, Jarek's ship was in not good shape. And we're in trouble. You are taking fire, and your shields are starting to drop because you're just being peppered by these small assault craft. You are in like a kind of a beater version of an Omnicron class attack shuttle.
What are the chances we could just do like a skip jump?
So you go to the
I was talking to my Ben.
Yeah. So are we gonna have to have a Ben off? You go to the nav computer and you are looking at it, and you open up the coordinate system, and everything's wiped except for the very last jump point.
Oof. Where was the very last jump coordinate?
Somewhere in the unknown regions.
Well, that's better than here.
Make me a piloting check.
Is that just acting under fire?
You know what? I will let you explain what you're using and how. You can use trust your instincts. I will let you say, if you're trying to fire back, if you're becoming aggressive, you can use, threaten or assault. If you're just trying to continue to evade, though, I would say act under fire.
I would love to threaten an assault on my way out of here.
So you're like, okay, so as you're like getting hit by these small fighters, you like whip a space shitty and turn around and kind of face off with them. And there's a good 30 fighters that are spilled out of this capital ship. So make your check.
It's going to be a lot less here in a second.
Whoa. If you pull a Gene, I'm going to laugh my ass off.
Well, I got 2 3s, but I got a 2 as my bonus. So that is that's 8. That's enough, right?
So you turn your shuttle around and you like just fly directly into this swarm of them. So they're not firing on the back of your shuttle where your shields are in bad shape. Also, you don't have weapons behind you. So you just take them head on and you're just mowing through them. They're splitting as you kind of go through their main formation. The problem is the targeting system in the ship isn't the best, and you end up shooting one. It breaks in half, and pieces of the shuttle careen into your top fin of your shuttle, smashing off the top of it.
It's all right, we don't need it.
You realize your ship's in bad shape. Like now you're to the point where like, can we even make a jump? And that is when the comms go off and you start hearing a strange dialect you have not heard before coming over the comm system.
Do we understand any of it?
Not really. But one thing how versed are you two in like the history of the Jedi? Like, was that part of your studies? Was it something you weren't into? What was it?
I was sleeping during those classes. That's probably a duo.
I mean, I was a consular, so yes, that's something that I definitely would have paid a lot of attention to. Also, language as a consular is like one of the things that I would be like well versed in.
This is an ancient dialect that the Sith used when they controlled the entirety of the galaxy during the Great Sith Empire. And you get a good look at the symbol on the ship, and you're not sure what it is. You'd need time in a library to check, but you recognize that as a symbol of some Sith Lord. And as you kind of sit there and look longer, you realize, holy shit, that is a Sith cruiser, and these are Sith fighters. These ships are ancient ships. Like these are These are I can't remember. That'd be pre-High Republic. They might even be. I'd have to check and look at a Star Wars.
Now, is it the style is of that time frame, or they were built in that time frame?
It looks like they were originally from that time frame and have been retrofitted. Like they're kind of cobbled. Think about Thrawn's flagship, the Chimera.
Okay, so it's not like they were forged in, I don't know, a star or something.
No.
Okay, just checking.
They're just old. And they look like they've been purposefully kept that way.
That was just for me.
No. I kind of got that. I think I got that. What do you want to do?
I mean, I'm going to tell Ben, like, this is. Yeah, I don't care where we go. We need to not be here.
Yeah, I just want to punch the nav computer basically and get to that last point.
Yeah, you're realizing when you look at it, Duo, this is pre-High Republic. This stuff is old. Possibly like during the Revanished time period. Okay. Make me a you know what? If you're making who is activating this? Who is doing the work here?
I mean, I could trust my instincts. I don't know. I mean, right? Like, what are we? I mean,
you
yes, I will.
You
I
definitely
will
can.
calm myself. I will attune myself as much as I can to the Force, and I will punch it, Chewie.
Will the machine.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Yeah. Why not?
I just saw that warrior, and it's genius.
Yep. All right. I got a 6 plus 3.
Oh yeah.
9.
You hit this, and your ship kind of lurches into hyperspace. And you both can hear, as you're going through hyperspace, the top wing of this shuttle slowly coming apart. And you can hear the hyperspace engine starting to just shudder. Like when you have a car that needs a new engine, things are going badly. And that's when you sputter out of hyperspace and are almost kind of like spinning, and you don't know where you are. Meanwhile,
do we see any?
Meanwhile,
we don't see any ancient Sith things, though.
No.
We
No
did that.
ancient Sith things. Meanwhile,
can't not do it.
On the surface of Shugo, Nando Balmain, is it Balmain or Balmain?
Balmain.
Balmain. All right.
Balmain.
Nando, you are in a Zeltron bar playing a Star White plays. Playing a card a Nograi card game. You've been on Shugo for what, about 4 years?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Like an Olympics or.
Yeah, you've been on Shugo, and there are very few humans on Shugo. It is almost exclusively Zeltron, Selkath, Nograi, Kamunga, and then, as you well know, above floats one of those 6 moons is New Hassa, which is where the Gree live, as well as knowing about the 7, which are the 7 surviving Rakata that live on this planet. Why don't you? So you're playing, and who's the Zeltron you're playing against? It's like a friendly rival. What's their name?
I don't know. Let me look up Zeltron. I don't know what Zeltron names.
So Zeltron for are like pinkish red-skinned humanoids, but they have a very strong connection to the emotions of others. And one thing that you know is, Nando, is that this planet, while it sucks that you and your survey team crashed here, you couldn't ask for a much better place to crash. Zeltrons are the primary populace, and Zeltrons are hedonists, so it's kind of a party planet. And they're very friendly. They're all about them positive vibes. They will not tolerate negative vibes. Everything's a vibe here.
Yeah. I think their name is Valen Kata.
Valen Kata is someone you've known for a while. Any particular gender, or male, female, non no discernible gender?
Let's say like a non-binary.
Okay. They are a local merchant, as far as they do good transportation from New Hassa to Shugo. And they're the Zeltron, like, wealth is one thing, but they're not like super into it. It's just like, can we keep the party going, basically?
Right.
So they are like, you're not really playing for money. You're playing for what they refer to as favor. So you're betting favor, and favor can be to the Zeltrons. It can be anything. In fact, their economy really isn't built upon money. They only have money because that's what the Gree understand.
Right.
And they have to trade with the Gree because the Gree are very technologically advanced. So what are you betting in this hand of cards with Malin?
I think Valen.
And what you do also know about the Zeltron is they're always looking for positive experiences, like good times.
Yeah, I
Great
think that.
Cool.
I think that. Wink, wink. I mean, I think that like that's usually on the table anyway. So like, whatever.
I'm
like,
thinking more like, is there a particular experience like a cliff diving or
yeah,
not just bedroom boom boom time, like racing? They're always looking for like anything. Are you gonna possibility of going like deep sea diving to go all the way down to where the Selkath live? Diving rather than taking like a transport. They're always looking for like, let's do this awesome thing. Let's make a memory. Let's have fun.
Yeah, I think that he is like, all right, if you win, I will swim you out. I'll make you sure you can swim out. There's like an island off the coast that's like too far away to like comfortably get to, but like not fully impossible. And he's like, we're gonna see what's on that island.
Yeah, so like Plugo Station is
sell some coconuts, whatever those are.
So Plugo Station is where you live, which is this massive city. Considering this is just a area where basically former slaves, hundreds of thousands of years ago, have built up everything after the Rakatans fell, and there are like small archipelagos and dotted islands throughout the bay. This world was once a desert, and the Rakata used their terraforming technology to make it what it is, and it is a veritable paradise. So Malin looks at you and says, what do you want if you win, Nando? What is your favor?
Oh, if I win, you have to do all my boring shit for the week because I don't want to do it.
Nando, that isn't fun. Come on.
I know. That's why I don't want to do the not fun thing. And I know you don't want to do the not fun thing. What I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to lift you to victory through aversion.
That's very human of you, Nando.
It's racist.
Fine. They lean back, look at their cards, and you see a small smirk come across their face and say, fine. But I want 2 trips. If that's how we're going to be playing this.
Yeah, like round trip. I'm not going to like maroon you on the island.
No, Nando. 1 trip to the uncharted islands. But I want another trip. I want a weekend in Selkath and one in the Selkath capital. Just me and you.
Okay.
And you pay for at least half this time.
I will totally do that. Yeah.
They smile and they say, okay, favor has been established.
Okay.
All right. Do you want to
loading barrel?
Do you want to use any of your prodigious abilities to
Oh no, he wants to
play this?
He's going to play it straight up.
He wants to lose. Okay.
He's just driving them crazy right now.
Okay. I don't normally roll dice in this game, so I have to get dice out. Why don't we just each roll 2 6-sided dice and high wins?
Okay.
I spell dice all over the place. I have a 9.
I have a 6.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Nice.
You had to take someone on a trip.
Oh no! I'm
They-
gonna have to get someone else to do my work while I go on a fancy trip.
They get up, they raise their arms, and there's a small crowd of Kamunga and Zeltrons kind of gather around. You see some others in this establishment, some Zelkath wearing like their little spherical headpieces so they can breathe. There is even a spot of Nograi in this establishment. By the way, what is this establishment called?
It's called. So this is called Plugo Station. Is the name of the city?
Plugo Station is the name of the city.
The city. I think it's called. It's called the Boom Boom Room. He named it. He won that one time.
Okay.
The right to rename the bar. It's called the Boom Boom Room.
I take it you are going to. This is like a place you frequent.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I named it.
It used to be called Chumbawamba.
They only served 4 kinds of drinks. It's terrible.
It's terrible.
And then for a while, it was known as Ben Wumba. And then Boom Boom Room.
I there's a lot of clapping and backslapping and drinks exchange. And it's a good time. And that is when you see some Nogri check their little palm projector piece, and you get to see that there's a general alert, and that they're asking for all volunteers of the Shugo military to go to their installations. And you can see up in the sky, it's a very clear sky here. You can see Last Stand. And Last Stand is a space station between New Hasa and Shugo that the Gree use, that the Rakatans had put there when they took this planet at first. And it's been, the Gree use it as kind of the way station between Shugo and New Hasa. And you can see them launching fighters. Which is very odd. Do you know any of the Nogri?
I'm sure he knows some of them. Yeah.
Okay. Who do you know?
He knows no woman. I think he knows like some whoever like frequents this bar. He knows them. So there's your randos. But I think he probably knows like a few military folks. Like, if you have a place called the Boom Boom Room, you're not going to not get some military. You know what I mean? So he knows like a few grunts, maybe a sergeant or two, and like a captain or whatever the equivalent is. He knows like one semi-high-ranking person.
So Tog Hig, who is a Nogri captain of the volunteer military. And you see Tog leaving, pounds down his beverage and gets ready to leave. Do you want to stop him and kind of see what's going on, or do you just want to let him go?
He's like, Tog, what are you doing? You can't drink that fast. You get indigestion. Like it's not gonna serve you. What are you doing?
Fernando, it is a very interesting time. A new ship has arrived in the system. It has been some time since we've had a visitor, but it appears to be the criminal Jarek ship has returned.
No shit. The criminal Jarek.
Yes.
I definitely know who that is.
Bad individual.
Yeah.
But we will see. As you know.
Just one ship? You're scrambling all those fighters for one ship.
I must leave. As you kind of remember, as you said, between Jarek had made a few stops since you've been here, mainly to like trade and get information and things. The last time he left, he stole, which is a big no-no. But what you also realize, if he would have asked to see this material, they just would have let him. but instead he stole and took it off world.
He stole and didn't even need to steal.
Yeah, he didn't need to steal.
What a piece of shit.
And what you know here about like their law is it's pretty lax. It's very much police your own. But prior to that, the last ship that came through the system prior to Jarek was your ship. You're out in the middle of you're out in the middle of the unknown regions. This is like just out in the middle of nowhere. So like a ship coming in, and it's Jarek, who is a known criminal, is a big deal. And because this entire populace is, you found out, is sort of all of them are sort of racially traumatized by the fact they were all slaves. Their lineage came from people who were horrifically enslaved by what could be one of the most dangerous species that has ever been in the galaxy. That were they were horrible force users. They were cannibals. They were just awful. That has led to like people being very, very frightened of people who show up, frightened until they meet them. Like your crew, when you crash, they were like, they spent like a 48-hour period in like lockdown, and then they were like, "Oh, you guys are cool." So like, welcome.
They ate everybody but me.
Yeah, integrated you directly into society. Like it was kind of like, "Oh, you're stuck here." So
cool.
Yeah,
cool.
we have kind of, as you've lived here, you've realized that maybe the 48-hour period was less about like a time of finding out about who you were, but also might have been just like so they could wrangle together accommodations that they felt were suitable. It was almost like, oh, we've got visitors, it's got to look good, so we'll put them in jail until it looks great.
I didn't even do the shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah, into it. I think I think
you've been on a permanent island time for like 5 years.
I know, it's great. I mean, I really wish I could go home. Oh no, I'm on the pleasure planet.
I have to hang out in a place I named called the Boom Boom Room.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Did we just change what this game's going to be?
Oh no! So I think Nando is like pretty stoked. He's like new blood, like sure. I mean, old new blood, but like, I mean, it's pretty exciting. I grew up on an island where like I had to go to school with the same people unless someone moved to the island, and like when someone moved to the island, it was wild. So he is just banana. Yeah, he is like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna go. Like, is there like a, I don't know, observation tower or something?
Yeah. Well, there's probably a couple because I mean, people want to go be able to look at. I mean, think about kind of like multiple either Space Needles or Eiffel Towers. People want to look at where they live. They appreciate it. They've been raised to appreciate like what they've built, and the beauty of the world that they have. The only thing you have never visited looms a few miles away from Plugo Station, and it's gigantic, is a building that looks like a sword stuck in the ground, like the bottom third of it is jammed into the ground. It's at a slight angle. People refer to it as the hilt, and it's where one of the 8 lives.
Okay, wait, the 8 or the 7?
Oh wait, it's 7. You're right.
Okay, right. I'm just making sure it's not different things. No,
it's a 7. Sorry, I don't know. I thought I was like, is it 8 or 7?
No. That's good.
You said 7, and I looked down and go, oh, my notes, it's 7 too. Duh.
Okay.
It's where it's called the hilt, and it's where one of the 7 live, who's called a bunch of different things, but the ones you hear most often are the duelist or the sword who whispers.
Okay.
But it's like it's bigger than these like observation stations. Sure. So it always kind of feels like it looms over the whole shoulder of Plugo Station. But You're able to go up there and you can see the Gree ships, which being how old is Nando, by the way?
Nando is like he's like 40-ish.
40?
Like 40.
Okay. So Nando was alive during the Clone Wars. Like he was in serving age. Did he serve in the Clone Wars? What did he do during the Clone Wars?
He deserted, which is why he
So he deserted from like local
yeah, I think he joined up because like he didn't have like.
Did he serve with the Republic or with the CIS with the God, why can't I think of that? Confederacy of Independent Systems.
I don't know which is the Republic is still bad at that point.
Talking about the Seps.
The Republic is like the Jedi and the clones, and then the CIS is the separatists, like the droid army and like all of the like the banking clan.
He would have been on the Jedi side. Like he would have been on the good guys, quote unquote, side. And deserted.
Good guys, depending on your viewpoint. Also, depending on the realization that one guy was pulling the strings for both sides.
Sure. But like I'll say he was on the Jedi side. He was on the Republic side. That's his home world, wherever humans live. That's where
it was part of the Republic.
He was part of the Republic. He was like, I am not into this. Like I don't like the war vibe. I do not want to do this. So once he gets access to like a ship, he deserts then, and he goes to Jedi, and that's when he meets up with his pals.
Okay, so you have seen these Grease ship before. What they look like is they have like a floating sphere, and then which is surrounded by like a almost like a 4 arms, and then the engines on the arm. The sphere, the pilot sphere, actually sets separated. It's like there's a gravity system.
Sure.
They're really neat ships. But one thing you know, because you've also been around the Gree before, is none of these people have hyperdrive technology. So
they're all solar sailors, right? They're
No.
like sail ships.
no,
Grees aren't.
the Gree ships they've had hundreds of thousands of years to advance their technology. And just so everybody knows, the Rakata Empire, all of their hyperdrives worked off the Force. And when the Rakatans, when the plague hit them, it not just killed them, but it completely cut all of them off from the Force. So their ships could no longer move in hyperspace. So they were stranded wherever they were.
I thought the Grees were like the. I thought the
They're the
Gree
tentacle
ship
ones.
was like Count Dooku wasn't that a Gree with the solar sail?
It might have been.
Oh,
But
okay.
these Gree have been out here since before the High Republic. So their version of their technology is going to be an offshoot.
Okay.
And that's where we go back.
I'm gonna go with what I got, buddy. My extended universe legends is not very extensive.
That's why we're playing far out in an area where it doesn't
I know.
actually need to be. That's back on Jarek Shuttle. You see these ships you have never seen before come flying out, and they don't attack. They just almost like you're kind of floating, like your impulse power isn't even working. You're just kind of hanging as your engine is kind of trying to turn back over. And you receive a hail from these ships that are just kind of these 5 ships that are just like standing at attention in front of you.
Answered immediately.
Yep. You're kind of a gurgly voice say, "This is Captain Graggett of the Gree Defense Forces. No, I'm not doing this voice. You have entered Gree. You have entered the space of New Hassa and Shugo. Please state your intentions. Your ship has previously been used in criminal activity.
This is Captain Del Rayla. Our ship has sustained damage. We bought passage on this ship from a trader at our previous port of entry, and it was damaged while traveling through hyperspace, and we have ended up here. Our navigation is offline, and our star charts are not showing this system. We request emergency aid and surrender ourselves to your support.
Prepare to be boarded. And one of the ships pulls up alongside, and the globe sort of posits itself beside, and your gangplank comes down, and two Gree, which are very rare. I don't even know if either of you would have seen a Gree in your time. They're like little tentacle guys. Come on fully like armed, and one of them introduces their Captain Taggett, and they say, where's the one known as Jarek? Where's the Moralan known as Jarek?
We're the only two on this vessel.
The other one has got like a blaster pistol in one tentacle, a scanner in another, like some type of recording device in another tentacle. Taggett says, then you consent to a search of your ship.
Absolutely. It's just myself and my traveling companion, Ben.
They move through your ship. I hate you both. They move through your ship, and they come back, and the secondary officer goes back onto their vessel, and Taggett says, you were clear, and you say you received this ship in trade. Did you trade with a Merlalan, or was their name Jarek? Did they possess a cadre of items?
We were leaving our previous port of call and required a ship. All we know is that we paid, I don't know, credits for the use of this ship. I'm not sure the former dealings or current dealings of the individual. Jarek, you say?
Jarek. Dressed similarly to both of you. Because you're in your Jedi robes, correct? Or facsimile thereof.
Facsimile thereof, yeah.
And what of the third member of your crew? He's non-responsive.
Oh God, I forgot that. I totally
forgot Nol was laid out there.
Well, yeah. Well, because they were out for that whole episode, and so I completely forgot that we were in. He sustained injuries when our I don't know when. I don't even remember. I honestly I can't even remember how he ended up getting injured.
You know what, Dal? Why don't you make a hot roll here? As you kind of like fumble through this, it's kind of hard to get a read on.
It's not Dal. It's like James. I just can't.
It's kind of hard.
I honestly, Ben, if I could tell you who was playing that Jedi at the time, I honestly am.
It's an NPC.
He was an NPC.
He's an NPC.
Oh.
Oh wait, I won't reveal.
What?
You turned your mic off for here.
I did, because I was gonna chime in, and then I'm like, wait, he's rolling. I'm not gonna do that.
I rolled a 7. I have +3 to hot.
Coming in hot.
So you're a 10.
I am a 10. Yes.
You could watch Taggett look like very body language wise suspicious. It's hard to get a read on them because you're just not used to it. And also one thing you both recognize is there is there's not a low level of the force here. There's just like an absence. It's just like not here. Like you can feel the force, but it just feels very like distant.
Sure.
But you get the vibe. It takes a little bit, so it makes everyone a little harder to read. It makes kind of everything a little more difficult.
Gotcha.
But you get a feel like he finally kind of relaxes down and says, "Okay, New Hasa does not have the medical facilities to assist your crewmate, but I think I know someone on Plugo Station who might. We will accompany you, and we will haul your ship to Plugo Station. The only thing I ask is that the Gree have access to your vessel."
Anything that you need.
They pull out a data pad and with their tentacle present it to you. I need your signature, your approval, your release.
Dalrilla.
Thank you, Dalrilla. And then they put one of their tentacles out to you.
Hey,
We still get to keep the ship, right?
Yes. I am Captain Maurice Taggett. You're also kind of like, yeah, Morice. You're like, Maurice, that's an odd name for a Gree, but sure, I guess.
Well, I don't know. It's a common name for a space cowboy.
I love it.
It is. It's true. These are factual. Maybe the Gree were space cowboys. We just didn't know. Who knew? So your ship gets tractor beamed like by a bunch of these small ships, and they kind of drag you down, and you get to see like Shugo as you. First of all, like you see New Hasa, and it's just like dotted with these cool like bubble cities. It's a moon. It looks like there's like I think there's like I can't remember if I said this or not. There's like 5 moons in the system, 5 or 6, and this is one of them around Shugo. And this has like been very densely built up with technology. And there's of course this station they kind of tell you is the last stand station. And then they bring you down and you start to descend, and the atmosphere around Shugo is relatively like not like a heavy atmosphere, so you can see it's like you can see while it's not anywhere near as lit up as like New Hasa is. There's a lot here, and it is the closer you get to realize like holy shit, this place is beautiful. Like this is neither of you have seen, especially since the Clone Wars, have seen a world that has obviously not seen the ravages of war whatsoever. So it's yeah, the Gree are adorable. They're kind of amazing. And they bring you down, and they're kind of almost in a tour guidey way, kind of over the comms, telling you like, and this is Plugo Station. This is the primary hub station of trade between New Hasa and Shugo. The vast majority of the populace is Zeltron. There's also the contingent of Nograi, and kind of going through like almost like it's like on your left, you'll see, and that's when Nando, you see this ship being hauled down to one of the landing docks on Plugo Station.
Oh yeah, he's on his way.
As you're coming out, you actually bump into another one of the survivors from your team. Who are they?
It is Felicia Knight. She's a like also a human, like red hair, kind of brassy. She was like the chief scientist.
Do you remember what the name of your ship was? The ship that you served on?
Well, I mean, I could sure make one up.
That's all I'm asking.
It was the it was the brazier.
Ooh,
BRAZIE.
yeah. I love that word.
Yeah.
Sounds chill.
Mhm.
And it was the survey ship. That's what we established, right?
Yes.
Survey exploration ship.
Mhm.
You like literally bump right into her, and she's like, "Whoa!"
Whoa! Look at where we're going. Clumsy.
You saw, right? It's a fucking
No,
shuttle.
yeah. No, I know. I'm on my way there. I'm going. That's where I'm going right now.
I think it's an
Are you-
Omicron class shuttle. That's
No shit. Omicron.
it's. I mean, it looks like shit from where I sat on and where I was,
Yeah.
but I mean, it looks. Do you
I
remember
bet
that
it does.
Moralin who would show up occasionally? That Moralin, I don't know, trader, whatever he was, who would
Oh,
show
yeah.
up. Yeah, it
Sure.
kind of looks like his ship, but in
I think it
way
is.
worse shape. Way worse shape. Plus, I
Oh,
heard
no.
he was a thief, and now
That's-
like
That was a scuttlebutt. That's what the butt scuttled. But Tog was saying that is Jared's ship. So I don't know. Is he back? If he's back.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest with you.
I mean,
he may not need that ship anymore. That means maybe
Yeah.
perhaps.
I mean, we could get off this paradise.
When you say that way, Felicia kind of looks down for a second. Like you can see like the gears turning. She's like, maybe.
I mean, if you want to. I mean, you should take the opportunity. You know what would be cool? You know what I miss? I miss traveling. I miss traveling. Like,
I mean, we did come
mean,
out here to explore. I mean,
yeah, miss traveling. We don't have to leave forever. We can just go somewhere else for a while.
she kind of leans up against the tower and stares up at the stars, and she says, "I don't think I was meant to have my feet on a world for so long, but now that they're here, it just kind of feels like they're rooted." And
yeah,
but I don't
that's a weird
know.
feeling, right?
But I don't know if I like that. I mean,
yeah. I mean, you don't have to, right?
Well, shit. Let's go see this. Let's go see this ship.
Go. They love us here. We can do it. Let's give it to
Yeah, you two run.
We run.
You run. Run towards the docking station, and like Nograi, like security, like stops you from coming in.
Whoa! Hey!
They're like
official welcoming party.
They kind of look at you and
party.
you see a lot of head tilting in kind of very slight. Like the Nograi are very stoic people, and they're also like short and stocky as fuck, muscle. And they're like,
sacred. It's a sacred, solemn tradition among my people
one
to
of them
give
says, Nando, please let us do our job first. Then you can.
You're doing your job. You're doing great. Look at you.
We have not communicated completely with the great captain. We need to know the entirety of the situation. What if the
how effective you were at stopping me from getting inside for a little bit before you let me through?
The other Nograi with this guy goes, it's fair. We were pretty good at this. The one you're talking about, Nando, let us do the fulfill our duties, and then you can, of course.
Why don't you go drink for free at the Boom Boom Room?
They kind of look at each other and they said, "No, we cannot do that."
No, you could.
No,
you can do whatever you put your mind to.
At that point, you hear behind you. You turn around and Captain Higg is standing there.
Hey, Todd.
Nando.
Yeah.
May we have a word?
Yeah. You want to
walk with me?
Okay,
so
cool.
You and Felicia walk with him. You have far more experience with ships such as this. We have very little. It is not who we thought was aboard the Grief confirmed.
No shit. Who is it?
These individuals are unknown to all of us, but they claim to be simply people who purchased the ship. They do have someone that is injured aboard. We do not. Honestly, we do not have the best grasp of your physiology as a human to fully understand what has happened to them.
I mean, I can take a look.
How many survivors?
It's called what?
How many survivors of your vessel were there? Just roughly. Like, was it a big crew or was it a small crew?
It's like a small crew. I mean, I would say it was like a crew of like a dozen, and there were probably like 9.
Okay.
Like they're more like marooned than like, tragic, catastrophic.
Is there was there a medical officer that survived?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
I mean, I want to say he ironically died, but I also want to say yes. I'll say that there is.
You know what? Let's roll for it.
Yeah, let's roll for it. That's more fun.
Roll a 6-sider, and you can tell me odd or even is your success.
Odd is success.
There you go.
I rolled a 1.
Yep.
So the surviving.
I would also say, is it a actual person or is it a droid?
I don't know. I feel like we already have a pretty cool medical droid on the other program. So I'm going to say this is a person. They are a what the fuck? They're a Wookiee. Yeah, they're a Wookiee.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's they're a Wookiee and
Frog. Wookiee medical officer. Yeah. I didn't want to, unless you want to look up another Wookiee name. I'm fine with that too. I just put Brog in as a placeholder.
Put what?
Brog, Braag.
I like Brog. That's a good name.
So they kind of look at you and Felicia and they say, perhaps you can find Brog. None of us have seen him in some time. Or Brog, female or male? Or binary, a man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just saw Nando's in the private chat. The Wookiee name generator gave me this bullshit. Spuwa Delarushka. Or
Brog for sure.
Yeah, I mean we can go get him. I'm sure he's probably,
Felicia turns and looks at you and she's like,
what? I mean,
can I
he's busy.
Can I talk to Nando for a second?
Sure.
She pulls you aside
We're having so many walking conversations right now.
Yeah. It's like an episode of oh god, I can't remember the name of the show.
West Wing.
Yeah. Captain Tog kind of is extremely polite. It's kind of like slightly waves for a second.
Right back with you.
She's like, he left Fluke Station like a month ago. I thought you knew. I don't know where he went.
Wait, what?
Kind of like a walkabout, I guess. I mean, we don't all live here.
No, I know.
You and I have transitioned better than some of the other crew.
No, I get it. He's had a hard time. I thought he would tell me.
I mean, at least human-wise, there's a few of us.
Sure.
Brog's the only Wookiee on the whole fucking planet.
I know. Okay.
So,
okay. You know what?
I think maybe
you're great at. I mean, we can take a look. For sure. I mean, we can point at what's what part,
Felicia Knight is pretty great. Sorry. I just checked the spelling on that and I was like, okay, that's kind of amazing. I did not spell it that way at all, but I'm going to change it.
That was me just being a ding dong.
No, I love that spelling. That spelling is
wrestling thing.
That spelling is great. Okay.
I was begging to pop Warrior with a spell like it sounds.
It is very
I don't
much.
even see that. Where did you put it?
It's in the private chat. It says, "Oh hi, I'm Felicia."
Oh, there it is. Good night. The spelling of night I think is canonical. That's how it's spelled.
Oh, I'm putting it's canonical, like how you
It's
spell it.
Canonical.
Good night.
It's canonical. All right. So they let you come in, and at this point, you all meet. Ben and Dao. You see two humans approaching you with. I don't know how familiar you two would be with Nograi at all. I don't think they were I think they were pretty hidden species. So you're seeing a couple species because also you would not recognize the Kumoga, which are the race that were the predecessors of the Jawa.
Oh.
After I believe it was the Rakatans that destroyed Tatooine. Might very well have been.
Sounds about right.
They
Sure.
might have been. Yeah, I believe there were. They rebelled against the Rakatans, who then bombed the surface of Tatooine into glass. And so these were some of them that survived. And the remaining Kumunga turned into the Gorfas and the Jawas. So they're kind of short, kind of greenish tinted skin. They have like a flat, nostril holes. So yeah, apparently they evolved into the Tuscans and the Jawa.
I did not know that.
That'll happen when your entire world gets turned to fucking glass.
Yeah, true story.
So anyway, you're seeing some like races you probably had never seen Gree before because they were almost completely wiped out as well.
Yeah, they look like a cute Zuckus.
Yeah, they fought the Rakata. The Gree had like their own little empire, and they lost to the Rakatas. So
yeah,
they're like little six-tentacled cephalopod boys.
We love a cephalopod boy.
Yeah, they're really. I mean, Warrior. I do agree, Warrior. They are fucking adorable.
They're adorable. I was like looking them up and like they are so cute. Look at the little guys.
I really think it depends on who drew
How are
them.
How are they not in an 80s cartoon? That's such an 80s cartoon vibe.
Yeah.
Like, love it.
I would also. Why aren't they being used by Disney at all? Because they're. I mean, you can just say, "Oh, this is a species that was." I mean, maybe it would just be hard to.
And they could traverse very easily between like action figure and plush, like.
Yeah, they're
super.
very toy aesthetic look.
Mm-hmm.
Although there would be like, we're getting off topic here, of course.
There
There would be
Never
a lot of
happens.
tooling. There would be a lot of tooling involved in making those dudes.
Yeah, there would. Yeah.
Did you see that? Did you look up the Nograi?
I did.
The Nograi are very cool looking too.
They are pretty cool. They remind me of I need to look it up again because I've only seen it once. But they kind of like, yeah, they've got a like, they have a sort of like original Star Trek vibe, like a
like
you know
like
like
Gorn,
like
Grey
Gorn.
Gorn.
Yeah, Gorn could have totally looked like that.
Yeah.
they look like the Gorn. They also kind of remind me of like a smooshed down Trandoshan a little bit.
Yeah.
Where they're like, but they're Trandoshans except for short.
Except for they're way cooler.
Yeah, they're like the dwarf version of a Trandoshan.
They're like the Duragar.
You can get a delicious smashed Trandoshan down at the Boom Boom Room 2 for 1 at the hour. It's like great cocktail names.
It is. You could come up with an entire menu.
Yeah, I've done it.
You probably should come up with a whole menu. So you all meet, and kind of before you can say anything, Nando, Felicia kind of steps forward and she says, Chief Science Officer of the Brazier, my name is Felicia Knight. She kind of looks and gives the floor to you, Nando.
Oh, I'm a captain of the Brazier. My name is Nando Balmain.
You were the captain?
Of course I was the captain.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay.
I thought he was bullshitting.
Well, he was like the pilot.
Yeah, I thought you were like,
No, he's the pilot, but he calls himself the captain. because the captain died.
Oh, of course
she
he
just kind
did.
of turns and looks. When you introduce yourself as the captain, she just turns and looks at you like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, what? It's been 4 years, Felicia. Calm down. Bye. Nando,
Damn it, I wanted to do that.
Nando, by the way, Nando is very he's a human. He's about 40 years old looking. He is very like looks wise, he's very like Smokey and the Bandit era Burt Reynolds looking, like you know, he has like light Lando Calrissian vibe, you know, like, so he's, you know, like he's somewhere in that.
You said, wait, all this time you said no, I'm not playing Lando, and then you're like, okay, so I'm playing like a passing Lando.
I'm saying that like there is influence. There's influence there, like style. I'm taking style wise.
I'm just saying I like capes. I don't have as many.
He's not.
Also, I've never endorsed a malt liquor.
Nando would definitely endorse a malt liquor.
I know he would.
But, yeah, so he's very like, yeah, kind of Burt Reynolds, like the mustache Burt Reynolds look. He is, yeah. That's what he looks like. He's like, hi, and I'm like, I was the captain here. I understand you have an injured crew member.
We do.
Can I see him? I'm a human.
It was mentioned that there were no medical facilities here. But
that was in New Hassa. They don't have anyone that would be able to treat, you know, what humans basically. Like we don't see very many of you. We've seen like 9 alive. So not even 9. We've seen like 6 alive.
Yeah, when it comes to humans, like we're kind of it. So but yeah, we can take a look at your crew member, see what's up. We can, you know, at least, you know.
At this point, Felicia puts her hand. Excuse me, Captain. We can assist as best we can. We are actually trying to put out someone to try to locate our medical officer who's on the surface of Shugo, but we're not sure where. We've been here a while.
Oh no, sure. Yeah, I was addressing the present situation, not like the long form narrative, but like, okay, Felicia, okay. Right.
If you have
she's like
lodging.
Have you talked to your captain, Felicia?
She goes, Felicia's like, with your consent, Captain, I will go look at the patient.
You may.
Do you have medical training?
Thanks. I'm a scientist. I do have some medical training.
Carry on.
So
thanks.
Ben,
just kind of like,
I'm a human, and I know
it's because I'm a woman, right? That's why you're asking me these questions.
No, I was directed to both of you.
And
okay, fair.
Disappointing.
Oh, King, how's
How's
the force vibes down here in
same thing. It seems far less prevalent, and which is weird because this world is so vibrant. For you, Nando, this is kind of manifested into like you always felt like you kind of controlled your own fate. You felt very strongly like if I get into some shit, I can get myself out of it. And you always had. You'd been very like deserting from the Clone Wars was not something that was going to be easy. And you were able not only to do that, but then just like disappear. Nando Ballman, even that is your real name, successfully disappear. And, you know, make something of yourself. I mean, a captain, I guess. So, and when you've been here as well, you still felt the same, but it has been a little harder. Like you're thinking back to your card game earlier, and you're like, I could have won that. But part of you is like, could you have? Like you're not so sure anymore. So you're kind of like, okay. But you definitively feel like something's not like, and you can't tell if it's just like have I just been here a long time and I've lost a little bit of my edge because it's like this place is relaxing as fuck, or is there something more? For you two, it's more just like, it's like if someone came and put, glasses that are not your prescription on, and put sound muffling, like muffled your senses down. Like you can still hear and see and all that, but you don't feel like it's as expansive as it normally would be.
So I'd like to reach out with the Force, just to kind of see what whether I can communicate with Ben without having to speak, and then secondarily, like, feel the kind of presence and see, because our companion's stabilized, but I'd like to kind of see if I feel like the Force is strong enough that I could potentially like focus and build up kind of enough to call on it for Force healing, which is one of my
So one thing you guys tried when it first happened was that you also tried to telekinetically stop the shards, and you could not.
Yeah.
They were the feeling you got for them was extremely dark.
Okay.
And like it exploded, and it like almost like a flechette would. So the larger chunks of the crystal, when it popped, and it all went in one direction. Like it was like like seeking him out.
Okay.
And when it got ready to hit, it exploded, and then just like almost like powder. So it almost was absorbed into his system. And you've tried those things before. Like I said that in the last episode. I was like, yeah, Duo tries these things because he can do those things.
Okay.
So whatever happened, whatever attacked him,
beyond our powers.
Yeah. Current abilities. Also, as Honk would have pointed out, that was a crystal, that was a larger version of the crystal that was lodged in his escape pod.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was the one they stole.
Then I would say I would like to reach out with the Force just to like get the lay of the land and see like what my connection to Ben is, and
it's there. Another thing you notice right away is you get strong vibes off of Nando, and like unusually strong vibes. The other thing is you feel certain
Force
areas,
vibes, not just like he's putting it out there.
He's putting all those
Both?
vibes out there.
Okay.
Both.
Put it out there.
Yeah.
Also,
And while things are like think about it like when Frodo puts the ring on and it's like everything's gray.
Yeah.
It's sort of like
Kinda like
that.
that. Okay.
And there's like little spots of light. And then certain areas in the landscape around you are fucking just black pits. They're like negative areas of the Force.
Does that correspond with certain things?
The big one is the hilt. When you guys both kind of look and turn and look at the hilt, it is just that place is just a hole.
Okay. Okay.
So Felicia goes to check. Nando, Del, Ben, you're just kind of there.
So,
Captain.
Yep.
Same.
Yeah.
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 A lot of responsibility.
Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I don't know your ship.
Oh, I was just wondering about yours.
Okay, I was lying. I do know your ship. Like, where'd you get it?
We purchased travel on this vessel.
Did you?
We did.
From Jarek?
Who's that now?
From Jarek.
Yeah, I believe his name was Jarek.
You don't know. You didn't get first travel, and you were like, "Hey, no name. Here's some credits.
Captain,
ride your boat."
Can I speak to you, captain to captain? At the moment that we disembarked from our previous point of call, we were in rather large hurry.
Oh, okay.
So we didn't stop to talk about the niceties. We made an exchange, we left, and we sustained damage and ended up falling out of hyperspace here with this ship in this shape.
Okay.
Nando, on your end, like these guys give off a vibe.
Mhm. They
Like,
also-
I'm guessing that like during the Clone Wars, Nando never met a Jedi, and not previously to the Clone Wars did he meet a Jedi. But these guys had a presence that is, again, like if for you've been living in kind of a very colorful place
Mhm.
with some that's like dull spots in it. These two guys are Technicolor. I mean, they are just, and you're kind of like, oh wait, there's something odd going on here. The only other time you'd seen anything like that is when Jarek had visited. You'd maybe met him once. He was kind of a standoffish
Yeah, even that.
Mirlin. Yeah, kind of a dick, but he also gave that same vibe.
Yeah.
And he was extremely dismissive towards you as opposed to almost anyone else. And, you know, out of game, you realize it's because he probably maybe thought you were a Jedi or something of the equivalent. He just didn't want to cross paths.
Yeah.
So, I mean, even though he was still with the Jedi Order at the time, it was just, he was also like up to some nefarious shit.
In game, the only other person besides that was this bald guy named Flail Breezdon't, also Technicolor. He was here on vacation.
He was on vacation. It's just Kevin went really quick.
He's talking about
Cool.
being named to a council and some other jackass not
Yeah,
being.
it's just bullshit. Boring.
Complained about some snakes on the cruiser he took over here.
Enough of these snakes on this mother-loving freighter.
So, what happened then? Like, you sustained damage, just some rando damage, just a little bit of damage.
The kind of damage that you sustain when you're leaving a place in a hurry. Captain to captain.
Oh, okay.
Also, Nando, you wouldn't know the Clone Wars were over.
Nope.
So for you, it could also be like, oh, these motherfuckers might be running from some stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's kind of where his head is at. He's like, so, like, you guys, what's your deal? Like, where are you? Like, what's your deal? What are you doing? What are you really doing? What are you doing? Are you in trouble?
At that point, you look and Felicia is kind of hanging on the gangplank behind you and kind of making behind Ben and Dow and kind of making eye contact with Nando. Like,
Would you say you're standing?
They all kind of want to know now. Like, it just occurred to her as well. Like, wait a second.
I'm just checking in. You got a injured friend here. You sustained damage for reasons of a hurry. Like you got like a
Nando.
vibe. What?
Yeah, Nando, if I may.
You may.
Captain.
Are you criminals?
Oh,
Did you flee what did you run from the Clone Wars?
Is it the C word?
Or what are you on the run? What's the deal? Your ship's torn to hell, and granted, this is Jarek's old ship, but I mean, we've been here 5 years, and we've seen one other person, and they turned out to be a piece of shit. But they were a Jedi. But they were a Jedi piece of shit.
They were a Jedi piece of shit.
So
did you know, Felicia? Did you know? Did you know?
When you guys start going back and forth, she starts to grin like, "Oh, we're gonna play that game. We're gonna play bad cop, worst cop. Perfect. I'm down for this."
Did you know? Did you know that these two light up just like fucking Jared did?
She kind of turns and looks at you two, and she says, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then she turns and you
Yeah.
says, "I'm not exactly sure what that means, Nando."
But
I'm sure. Yeah, but I'm sure.
No, I told you. I was drunk at the time, but I told you. Like,
Nando, you're drunk a lot.
I know.
So am I. So
know.
I can't remember everything that
I
we've
know
done
our
together,
short-term memories are
or
rotted.
even everything we've said to one another.
I know. But Jarek, like, I mean,
Did you guys know Jarek? She kind of just flatly says it.
no, they say they don't. They say they bought transport on this ship without knowing who they got transport from.
Yeah,
Because they
like,
were in a hurry.
you
He
two
seemed
are
like a real
super
piece
sus.
of shit when we met him.
Yeah, well, you guys seem super sus right now. So
Yeah, you're very sus.
Yeah.
It's very sus. That's a word we use around here. It's short for
yeah, it's a Star
suspicious.
Wars word like jizz. We're using it now.
That's some good
Good.
music, by the way.
Yes, it's
When you
it's a
say-
banger. Have you
when
heard
you
the new jizz banger? It's real good.
When you say we lit up like Jarek, tell me what you mean by that. What do you see?
I mean, your fucking vibe. It's all Technicolor and shit. It's like Jarek was.
Do you only see this in people?
No, you see it in other
uh,
things, Nando.
Hey, not just people, but like, I mean, like, it's just a vibe thing. Like, you got the same vibe. It's really bright.
When you look out into the landscape now, is everything bright? Or
No,
do you see darkness as well?
see darkness as well.
Where?
Duh.
I'm asking the questions here.
Captain to captain.
Captain to captain, I'm asking the questions here.
Do me this one favor. And you
Okay.
can ask anything that you'd like.
I can do that anyway. I'm the captain.
I'm the captain now.
But sure, let's play your game. What?
What? I said where in the landscape do you see the absence? I'm trying to test to see whether like I feel like this is a forced thing considering like what I saw when I reached out.
Oh, that big fucking sword ass building. Way out in the distance. That one. Dark as fuck.
Yeah, Felicia by this point has pulled a crate off the ship and is sitting on the gangplank, and she's like, "That place is fucking scary."
It's scary as shit.
I've been out there one time.
You went there?
I did.
Fuck. You came back.
I saw like the people who go out there. They're like super into what's going on out there, and I actually saw the duelist. Mitch, I saw the duelist.
What?
Yeah.
You did not. Fuck you.
Yeah, and they are Rakatan, and the only way I know what those assholes look like is because I've seen a history book.
Oh shit, you saw one.
Yeah, there's only apparently 7 on the whole
Yeah, there's
planet.
7 of them. Yeah, that's why they call it 7. What was it doing?
Teaching these people like very specifically how to use a fucking sword.
Really?
Yeah, wood swords. They were beating the shit out of each other.
I
They asked if I was coming out to commit, and I said I just wanted to check it out. And he seemed very interested in me for about a minute,
Yeah.
and then just kind of brushed me off. And I was like, "This place is gross. I'm out of here."
That's messed up.
Did you say
It
Rakatan
was,
here on this planet?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't think there were very many of them left either. I mean, did you see the Gree in space up there? This place apparently was all of these races that are here were slaves to these Rakatan, and then when shit went down with the Rakatans, they just prospered while the Rakatans died or killed each other. I think is probably the more apt history I've heard.
Yeah, there can be only one.
How many are there here?
7.
People, there's a bunch.
Rakatan.
Oh, didn't you hear Nano told you there's only 7?
Yeah, 7. There's 7 of them. They
There's
call
only
it
7 left.
7.
And there's one that like actively tries to kind of kill the rest and eat them. So to be honest,
Yeah, so maybe less than 7. I mean, we don't get regular updates, but
we just know the asshole who lives in the sword. Well, we don't know him. We just know he's an asshole. And
you
everyone's
don't know.
kind of
You
afraid
met
of
him.
him.
He was interested in you for a minute.
Yeah, I think he thought I was coming there to like
Did
play.
you like his vibe though?
No.
Were you into it? No.
It was shocking. You know, there were Zeltrons out there, and you know they don't go out there, but there were like a
No.
good handful that were super into this bullshit. And you know that place is the worst vibes.
Yeah, rancid, terrible.
Yeah,
hate it.
I mean, yeah. There's a reason that the folks here drop the food for that place off on the road because they don't want anybody go from there going because it fucks up the vibe.
We should just stop giving them food.
Do either of you know about Zeltron? About Zeltrons?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you know them. They don't. They can't tolerate a fucked up vibe. It's just not for them. So they just, you know, you can go do your thing out in the outskirts and leave our vibe alone.
So back to you guys, though, right? Fun
Yeah.
time.
So yeah, who the
What's
fuck are you guys?
your fucking deal?
Well, you mentioned the Clone Wars. What do you know about the Clone Wars?
There was a war with clones.
Yeah,
Very
I mean,
perceptive,
we were
Captain.
Gotcha there.
we were exploration survey team. We left during
Yeah.
the Clone Wars because we were paid to go survey the unknown regions.
Yeah, the Clone Wars sucked ass and left.
They
Well,
were
then
terrible.
War
I didn't want
for
to serve.
science.
You may
Yeah.
be happy to know that the Clone Wars concluded.
Oh
Yeah, no
shit!
shit. Okay, cool. Like when? Like,
Cool. Yeah, man, that's awesome.
It's been 5 years.
What is it?
We've been here.
What was
like,
our time jump?
We've
2
been here
years?
like 5. We've been here like 5 years. I think they were trying to
Yeah.
figure out how long they'd been.
Yeah. He's just being like, what the fuck year is it even? Like post pandemic, you're like, what year is it? You know, like
Yeah.
it's the same vibe. He's
Yeah.
just like
You've
so unstuck
been there.
from time.
You've been there approximately 5 years, Nando. So
Yeah, that's the vibe of the conversation the two of them having are more.
you've
of
been on
like,
this
what
planet
year
for 5
is it?
years, but you're guessing you were out in the unknown regions for another like 4. So
Sure.
you were out there at probably it's 9 BBY now. You were out there at like 18 BBY. So
Okay.
somewhere between
What was
like 15
what was our time jump, King?
I thought it was like
10
10-ish years.
It was 10 years.
Okay. So, I mean, it happened shortly
like,
after.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that would
Order
be-
66 happened at like 19 BBY. So I wouldn't
Okay.
say. I don't want to have to look up at the timeline. So
Yeah.
No. No.
Let's just say
you guys
like
were in
a
the
few
unknown
years
regions for 10 years. Yeah. You guys went to the unknown regions for 10 years.
Okay. Clone Wars over.
So-
That's cool.
shortly after your departure then.
Happy Christmas War is over. That's no. I mean that's good
I
news.
I need a drink, and she sits out a flask.
That very
takes a
much would
drink and
depend on
She looks at you, Nando. Do you want it? Are you gonna nod that you want it or not?
Yeah.
She
Yes,
tosses it to you.
Yeah,
So
That's
I
why
guess that
you
would-
were. That's why you're. First officer.
she looks at you two, and she's like, "Okay, listen. Here's the rules. Don't fuck this up. This is a super laid back place. Like, let the locals do their thing. You know, be a happy contributor. And this place is the best. I mean, it's super easy. Like, enjoy yourself. I'll keep seeing what I can do for your friend. Currently, nothing. We would probably need. She looks at me and she said, "We probably need Brog here for this. I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with him.
Yeah,
He's
Is that your
catatonic.
medic?
That's the medical officer.
Catatonic.
He's catatonic. He has no physical symptoms of anything else. He's just the lights are on, but no one's home.
Oh, yeah. That's
He's
not
non
good.
he's non-responsive catatonic.
Yeah, I don't like that. For your friend, I don't like that.
No.
I don't like it in general either. It's a bad vibe. But
So
Yeah,
I
no.
think we find one of the local docs until then, and we just get him on fluids and the like.
yeah,
It's almost like a weird, like I wouldn't call it vegetative state, but he's almost like just almost like what, like a meditative state, I guess. I don't know.
you think? You think just
Feels like it.
soups into yoga and shit?
Yeah,
Just stand
maybe.
out.
I mean, you guys know this guy. What's
Yeah, what happened? What happened? Yeah, what happened to your friend? Right, you're escaping on your anonymous
Or you
boat.
left in a hurry?
Yeah, and it's all fucked up, and your friends.
Listen,
Out.
man. There's like six. There's like 9 of us overall here, and now 3 more who aren't native to this planet. So you might as well just be upfront with us. Because I'm sorry to say this, but if you fuck over the natives, it's going to go bad for you. I mean, they'll just stick you in the, and they'll just stick you in jail. They're going to kill you.
Who has the bottle right now?
I have the bottle right.
No,
I'm going to use the force to pull it to me.
You do that, and Felicia looks at Nando and goes, "Oh fuck, it's the fuzz."
What? Do you use your words, man?
The Republic has fallen.
That gets her to stop. She's like, "I'm sorry, what?"
What? No.
The Jedi have all been branded outlaws. The peace has been ruptured, and the Emperor has ascended. And
who is the Emperor? What she says that, like, people
Chancellor.
start to turn their head, and she's like, "Who the fuck is the Emperor?"
The Chancellor has proclaimed himself the first galactic emperor and consolidated his power by branding the Jedi as outlaws.
Can I talk to my friend privately for a second? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
she walks by, she grabs her flask out of your hand, and she does it. She pulls Nando like under your arm, Nando. She like walks you, and she's like, "What?"
Okay, so Ben and I can also finally talk.
Yeah. Does she know that you were a deserter?
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah.
She's like, that means your record's clear. Also, that sounds like I don't fucking want to go back.
No, that sounds terrible. That sounds like
it
shit.
Sounds awful.
It sounds awful.
So they're trying to whisper, but you guys can kind of hear what they're saying.
Yeah,
because they both got a little bit of liquid courage in them.
You just hear the word rancid a lot.
She's like, that guy in there, I'm serious. Like, it's like the body's there, but the mind isn't. It's just a shell.
Yeah. No, I think these two.
I don't even know if Brad could do anything about it. Like,
I bet not. No, this is some weird space.
This is weird shit.
This is weird shit.
I don't.
No, this is some weird shit. No, do you know what I think?
What? Also, I looked at their hyperdrive.
Yeah.
She kind of goes, also, I looked at their hyperdrive. It needs some work, but
yeah.
She's kind of like, we could get the fuck out of here.
We can get the fuck out of here.
I don't know, man. Yeah, we could.
No, I think we should. No,
you know we can hear you, right?
We need out of here.
What?
It's rude to interrupt.
What?
It's rude to interrupt.
Were you
It's rude to interrupt a private conversation.
I mean, it's rude to steal shit.
Is nothing sacred anymore?
Seriously, we told you to be cool.
And now you
we were like, this
and steal shit.
This is a cool planet, and all you have to do is be cool. We keep telling you this, and you keep not being cool.
I also love the idea that
Stop being cool.
Are talking over each other in a way to like try to be like, you guys are the assholes, not us.
So stealing a ship, that's cool, right?
What are you talking about?
That's what it sounded like.
That ship looks like you stole it. We will be liberating it.
That's not your ship.
That's not your ship.
That's not your ship.
I mean, we paid a very dear price for that ship.
You said you paid for passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said you paid for passage. You didn't say you bought the ship.
Yeah.
Captain? First mate?
I'm not the first mate. I'm a science officer, and he's not. He's kind of.
You got promoted. You're welcome.
He's captain by default. I mean, let's put our cards on the table here, Nando.
Wow. Oh, wow.
The captain died when we crashed here. But
Nando's like, the captain's dead.
Yeah.
No.
Nando kind of like stepped up, and
yeah,
So like this is how it is.
I stepped up. We've made a name here. I own a bar. I named a bar.
So you're like the step captain?
You're the captain by one cousin removed. I was the captain's former roommate, so it's cool.
It's an intricate system of order. Look. Are you two? You two aren't you? Aren't you?
Are you?
Is he?
I mean, I can go check out his like aura and shit. Yeah,
yeah.
Go look.
I mean,
yeah, I'll go put some eyes on. He like pops out. He's like, "Oh fuck yeah!" Okay.
She's like, "I thought so." This is some weird space wizard shit.
This is some fucking space religion shit.
Yeah, this guy got fucked up by space wizards.
Fucking space wizards.
How well do you know Nando?
How well do I know Nando?
Yes.
I've known him for like 10 years. Like we've served together, and we've served together, so like pretty well.
Has he ever told you that he's force sensitive?
I don't give a shit. He doesn't run around and do like wizardy stuff. So, I mean, I figured something. Either that or he was real lucky.
Just real lucky. Go back and think about all the times that Nando's been real lucky.
This is not the line of questioning here.
She looks at Nando and kind of winks, like, "Yeah, I can think of the times you've been real lucky."
I mean, yeah, been real lucky.
She's like, "What does that matter? He's not one of you."
No.
So, like, he's not in a cult. So one thing to keep in mind is, like, as players, that people from way out who probably never had any contact with the Jedi probably also got you guys come off kind of a little bit like the Knight Templar at times. So you're kind of spooky. So they're, also in some ways, whether propaganda.
I know we're spooky. Look at our fucking beards. We know we're spooky.
But I mean, also thinking about it from the perspective of if no one had ever met a Jedi, or sometimes even especially when they met a Jedi, you're very intimidating. So like just think if someone met like Dooku or Mace Windu or fucking not Plo Koon, who's the guy who was killing his own troops?
Krell?
I can't think of his name. Yeah, Pong Krell. Yeah. Some of those guys. Just think if those were the Jedi you did meet.
Well, name it fucking Jarek.
Yeah, this is like meeting Superman or some shit. Like this is, kind of
more and yeah, in their eyes, like potentially morally dubious. I wouldn't even say Superman. It's like you're meeting Saruman.
Or Bizarre.
Sure. But I guess the analogy is like
tower down the street.
Yeah. The analogy, I guess, is more like we're meeting storybook characters right now.
Yeah.
Like we're meeting. So like, yeah.
And being incredibly disrespectful to them.
Who are involved in a war that fucks everything up.
Someone wrote your name down. Fuck you. Like congratulations, you were in a story. I'm in a lot of stories myself.
Your piloting was so bad that your captain died.
Sorry, did you actually say that?
Yeah, was that? Did you actually say that?
No. No, I was just dunking on Warrior.
I was gonna punch you in the mouth.
That would be fun. Let's do that. Let's tell a little story.
No, he is like, he's like, I don't even remember where we were. I don't remember what we were actually talking about.
The absence of the Force on this planet, the Rakatans, there is actual evil here. And whether it was the will of the Force bringing us here or something
She goes,
else,
whoa. Don't.
Sorry.
See, when you say that, it makes you sound crazy.
Yeah, are you crusading us right now?
Yeah. Like she's like, why would you say that to us?
Like
You
we
look
know.
super serious too, and they're both like, "Hey, man, we're in like Jimmy Buffett world, and
Like,
you're saying some crazy shit."
yeah, we're on the tail end of like eons of slavery here,
Yeah, like
dude. Like we
Well,
know
no,
there's
it'd been
fucking
like
people here.
the slavery would have been like hundreds of thousands of years ago. So
Sure. Still,
yeah,
it's
it's still like
it's the legacy of this place. We know.
Yeah.
We know
They're
the
bad.
ricotta are bad. We
But
know.
like they all pretty much wiped each other out once they couldn't do the force stuff anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then like everybody else flourished. So fuck them. Listen, man, we're off on the wrong foot.
Oh,
Why don't we go to the boom boom room? We sit
We should do
down,
that.
we have some drinks,
yes.
and we just chill and we stop talking like we're interrogating one another and just talk.
Yeah, I'm into it. Let's do it.
Does that work
I'm
for
already
you
there.
too?
Ben?
Can't
I thought
hurt.
you were asking me. I was like, I don't know. What? This is why this is confusing.
Can't hurt. I mean, we can't go anywhere for now.
Captain Higg walks up and basically tells you that they're taking your friend to a I don't know what you would call it, like a hospital, but it's not a hot. They'd have a different. They have a cool name for the
Space
hospital.
hospital.
Yeah, space
They're
hospital.
gonna throw him in
It's a space hospital.
just throw him in a Bacta tank, I assume.
Yeah.
They don't have back to here.
Throw him in a regular tank. No,
Just put them in a tank.
doesn't make sense.
We're gonna encase him in carbonite. It's the only way we can save him. No, it's fine. That's the good one.
They're gonna
That's
put him
the
in a
good one. Your friend's
lazaretto.
going-
You're gonna put him in a lazaretto.
Your friend's going to the good one. That's
That's
the
a good word.
That's the good one. The shitty one's on the other side of town. So like, it's good. Your friend. See, I told you, this place is cool. It's a cool world for cool people. So all you got to do is be cool. Let's go to the bar and help you learn how to be cool.
Oh, you guys go make it to the boom boom room. And people are crazy friendly. Like this place is I would think for Dell and Ben though, it's probably or Dal. I keep wanting to call you Dell, like Dell the Funky Homo Sapien. But Dal and Ben,
Dude, there is Deltrons everywhere. So Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Deltron 3030, Zeltron 3030.
Honestly, the only funky Homo sapien in this bar is me.
Funky smelling.
Whoa.
Wow. It's called Musk, man. Get into it. You're gonna have to.
Wow. They take Nol to the Nod Lazaretto.
Okay.
But you go and like I said, people are extremely friendly. There's like I said, there's a bunch of different there's races here that you didn't know existed or thought were just died out.
Are there any that I recognize from my time as a counselor?
Probably Cellcalf. Probably had seen the Cellcalf before. They have like cool like manta ray headed dudes.
They're so cute.
They also are very adorable looking. You've seen the Zeltron before. You've probably never seen the Gree or the Kumanga before or the Nogri.
So good that I didn't know these guys existed or I'd be playing them.
Yeah, they're really cool looking. When I was looking through like what are the main races that were subjugated by the ricotta, and I saw these guys, I was like, well, I know who the fuck's gonna live on this planet.
They're all lactose intolerant.
The ricotta.
The ricotta are not cute.
They're not cute.
No.
I literally
would not smash.
I literally thought he was joking when he said ricotta. I was like, fucking, like what, cheese people, the soft cheese people. Okay, we've all been subjugated by lasagna.
The ricotta are so like off-putting looking as well.
They are. They're like they look like a bad first draft of like Admiral Akbar.
Mhm.
They look like Admiral Akbar and Mr. Mixik-Pitalik had a baby.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Instead of his big ears, he's got his eyes on the side of his head. That's the only difference.
Don't be giving me that side eye.
Smashed.
Yeah. Like it's like if AI drew Admiral.
Yeah, it is definitely like, hey AI, draw me a Star Wars guy, and they're like, okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So anyway,
You guys aren't real.
AI, the Star Wars guy.
AI, the Star Wars guy. Fair. Anyway, they bring you there, and everything's going really well. I mean, it's pretty laid back. What are you guys going to talk? Are you anything in particular you want to talk about?
So this is my bar. Well, I named the bar. I named this bar. I named it. And
Warrior, do you own the bar now? Or is that a thing like you like maybe won the bar or?
I like that I own it. I'm into that. I'll own it. Sure. I feel like he bets the bar a lot. So I feel like he owns it right now, but like next week he might not. But then
you wanted it as a favor.
Yeah, totally. It's like, so I drink for free, which is nice.
Well, I mean, technically, everyone drinks for free.
True. That's true. But it's fun to say as a human.
Yeah.
That I drink for free, which is nice.
I got that going for me.
Which boys and what do you boys want to drink?
What's good?
Everything. It's my bar. Fuck you. Everything's good here.
Wow.
I mean, get something you've never tried before.
Which would be
like weird shit out here.
Yeah, which would be all the drinks because you don't recognize any of the ingredients.
Fully nothing, like remotely. Yeah.
Is that one neon green?
I'm sorry, there's like 7 neon green ones. There's a lot of neon green here. I feel like a lot of I feel like in the vibe of the city, like many of the things to drink here are very brightly colored.
It definitely has a vibe. There's a vibe.
I'd skip the orange one. I don't like the orange one, but like green ones are good. What do you want, like a triple green? This is like, I feel like this is like ordering at Jaros. This is like, you want like a green? Do you want like a red?
Purple, a blue,
purple,
super green.
Super green.
Oh, super green! Shit, watch out, guys.
Right, all right. Look at the big balls on bed.
So Felicia asks, like, you're a Sullustan, right?
Yes.
So I've never met a Sullustan. I've always heard though that your people are like really talented with ships. Does that also include like fixing ships?
Some of us are.
So not you.
I mean, I have my days.
So the reason I ask is because you realize that ship's not going to get off the ground without some work, right?
Oh yeah, it doesn't look good at all.
Also, it took me a little bit to figure it out, but you know that there's marks on that ship up where your fin is missing, or most of it's missing. There's a lot of scorch marks, like blaster fire. So you guys ran from somewhere, right? I mean, you can tell us now. Like cards are on the table, like you had to run.
Cards are literally on the table.
Literally. And she starts passing out cards for a card game you guys have never played.
Exactly. That was the joke.
Yeah, there was a ship we'd never seen before. Dale, you don't know what it was, do you? You're a little more learned than I am.
I'll say that it's nothing that most of the galaxy has probably seen before. These were ancient markings. So this is either someone who has found a cache of technology that does not belong to them, or we are encountering a long lost relic of the Sith. And if you think that the Jedi are scary, imagine the Jedi without order and without compassion and without patience.
You don't have to sell me. I think you're scary enough. I'm like, and you haven't taken it off of 11 yet. And she pushes a drink across to you.
If you had encountered what we had encountered as we made our quick departure, you would not have turned it down yet either.
We were explorers and surveyors out here. I mean, the unknown reasons are, we've seen some shit. We also crash landed. We were lucky to crash land on this planet. So I'm not saying like your experiences aren't valid. I'm just saying like, look around. No one's going to do anything to you here.
You're fine.
So you can just mellow a bit. Like it's
What caused you to crash land?
Nando, what did cause the ship to crash? Do you even know?
I don't think he knows. I think that
Does Felicia know?
I think it was Felicia might know.
Okay. Well, she'll say,
you know, like
we came across an anomaly, and it was something we hadn't seen before. It was some piece of technology, and we didn't realize it was a mine. Don't know who put it there, but it wrecked our ship. And we limped along until we crashed here because we literally were going to blow up or crash. So luckily, Nando got us on the ground. If it wasn't for Nando, we'd be dead. Period.
Yeah. Sometimes the Titanic is an iceberg, you know what I'm saying? Like it's rough out there.
So Ben and Dal, you both know you were out in the unknown regions for 10 years. You also know there's a lot of shit out here that can be bad news bears very, very quickly.
So Ben. Is it Ben?
Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, I know no reason. People have different names. I'm just saying. My uncle's name is Ben.
Felicia's like, it's because when you drink here, we drink with friends.
Yeah. Like you don't.
And she stands up on the chair and she goes, "Are we not friends?" And everybody raises drinks and there's clapping. Music turns up like there's a live band. Everybody just like the Zeltrons are going buck wild. There's a whole lot of dropping it like it's hot. It's good times.
It's good times.
And she jumps back down and plops on her butt on the seat. And she's like, "Cuz, man, like no one's looking for you out here because no one could find you. So you don't have to we don't have to be, believe us, we when we crashed here, we thought we were screwed. What we found is like in 5 years, these people don't have anything to hide because they're just grateful that they survived. And they pass that idea of gratefulness down every generation. So we're just lucky. You got lucky. And then you got lucky enough to find us. Just like we got lucky enough to find you. So like I said, are we friends?
Well, those who truly know me call me Breeb.
Breeb.
Way cooler name than Ben.
Way better than Ben.
Like fact. Then she turns and looks at you, Duo.
Change my name, Duo.
Yep. She's like, cool. My name, I think I introduced myself. She's starting to slur a little bit. My name's Felicia. Not Felicia Knight. I'm a science officer. But I don't really do that anymore. So currently I do survey work and light exploration of the surrounding area. But I'm not like doing other stuff, which is mainly just like hanging and banging.
There she is.
Bang, bang, yeah.
Yeah. I'm Nando, short for Fernando. Don't call me Fernando. And
she looks at you like real slow and shocked, and she's like, "Your name is really Fernando? And I didn't know that. What other secrets are you hiding from me, Nando?"
You knew that.
She did.
It sounds kind of musical. That's not bad.
You knew. You knew. You probably forgot. I was probably drunk when I told you. Yeah. Stand up.
At this point, like someone in a cloak walks in and people kind of get real everything. The level of mellow. Someone harsh the mellow, man.
If I look at the cloak, is the cloak Technicolor?
It's Technicolor, but it's like Technicolor via black and white. It's like that gray, but it's like it's more vivid than it should be.
What do you get out this cloak? Breeb, what do you get out this cloak?
Nothing good.
Okay.
Is that something I would have seen before?
I'm just basing it on like kind of seeing things, feeling things with the Force.
Yeah. No, this is not something you would have seen before.
Is this something I've seen before?
No, but Felicia has. And she goes, "Ah, fuck me."
What?
It's one of those weirdos I told you about.
Did you bring the cultist fucking back with you?
No, I went there like a year ago.
Are you so hot that they fucking abandoned their cult for you just to follow you?
She's like, maybe I don't know. I'm Technicolor.
Fucking converting cultists.
So this robed figure walks up. Like everyone like gives this person a wide berth. Like in some of the Zeltron literally get up and leave. And the person walks up and they pull their hood back, and it's a Zeltron woman who has shaved their head completely, and they're carrying what looks to be like a wood sword at their side. And they look at you three and say, "My master would like a word with you."
No. You kidding me? Your master.
I do not make jokes.
You should try.
So one thing you all three, well mainly Nando because you've lived here so long, but Breeb and Duo, you do too. Like Zeltrons have like a light in their eyes. They're kind of like, woo, you know. This person is just like, their eyes are cold. Like they are like just like they got that look of like an animal looking at its next meal.
Hey, I own this bar. Why don't you sidle up here, have a seat, warm up with a little something on me, and maybe we can.
She grabs a chair with her foot and kicks it up in the air, and it lands, and she sits in it.
Okay, that was cool. Like, see, you're cool. That was cool.
I do have a limited window of time before the Zeltron panic enough to call the Nogri. I don't wish to spill blood. I simply am passing the message that my master would like to speak with you. You all see that this person does have a glow to them, though. It's just muted down.
Okay, you don't know. Yeah, we're not going to spill any blood. We're not going to do any of that. If you've delivered your message, you can go.
Would you like to accompany me? It would be more.
Would I like to accompany? No, you seem terrible. Okay. Why would I go with you? You can tell your master thanks for the message. Much appreciated.
Like she slow blinks at you like a cat does.
Do I need to speak slower? Like, are you like you? Look. Thank you for bringing the message.
When can I tell my master that they should expect your presence? At this point, she turns and she's just staring at Breeb and Duo.
Who is your master?
I serve the duelist, the sword who whispers,
It's one of the 7.
the blade that slices through time.
Oh my god. Better branding.
We've just recently arrived.
He of the undying bloodline.
If you will grant us the opportunity
The
for an
forever-
audience in the morning,
Forever blade. The
would be-
unbending sword.
You just want me to write down more names?
happy to join.
I'm just making shit up as we go. What'd you say, Beard? I'm sorry.
I said, we've only just arrived. If you could grant us the opportunity of the night's rest, we will honor that audience in the morning.
This conversation may expedite you leaving, if that is what you wish. My master has thought that perhaps would interest you. I can hear Ruby or Huey. It's
I'm like, what is going? Like, what is happening? Like, what is happening?
Sounds like a squeaky wheel. I'm like, oh, I know that noise. Is it Ruby?
This is psychic warfare.
Yeah, it's Ruby. It's Ruby. It's Ruby, right?
Yeah. Huey is sitting here
Ruby.
getting scratches, and Ruby is sitting in the other room with her turtle going like this.
Oh, she's squeaking the turtle. Hi,
Okay.
Huey. Hi, Ruby.
Who dat? His little tail's going.
Hi, buddy.
And you can tell that Ruby has stopped squeaking because she is paying rapt attention now. Oh, that only lasted so long.
I mean,
You started hearing me talk and went, yeah.
She says, then I will tell him that you will be approaching in the morning.
Can you say that again? Sorry.
No, it's fine. I will tell my master you will be approaching in the morning. And then she turns and looks at you, Nando, and says, you can join them if you wish. And she stands
cool,
up.
thanks.
And she
Thanks.
puts
Thank
the
you.
chair back.
Thank you.
She
Goodbye.
leaves. It takes a good 15 minutes, and then the vibe kind of comes back.
Like, sorry, everybody. Sorry, everybody. Next one's on me. Sorry for the harshing of the vibes. We did not like that. No. Sorry.
Felicia can look anxious. Now imagine a whole building full of that.
Are they all like that?
Yeah, it's a real fun time.
I'm gonna go fucking go.
Suddenly we don't feel like such sticks in the muds.
No, I mean you're still sticks,
Well,
but like
They don't
you're not,
show
like,
up.
the worst.
I don't think I've ever seen one in town. I had to go to where they live just to see what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
So,
they've never been.
They keep to themselves. I mean, but you know, this place is a huge live and let live place. So you know,
Yeah, big.
are they hurting anybody?
Here.
Anyway, yeah,
Hmm.
I'm tired. So anybody, or I gotta find somebody else.
I'm gonna hang a little bit. Sorry.
What about you, Breeb?
I mean, where can we stay?
That's what I'm saying. I got some place you can stay.
Wait, is she picking Breeb up?
Trying to.
Yeah, but yeah, she is.
Hey, dude, Duo is not.
This entire planet is like, for most part, is like a bunch of hedonists.
Yeah.
All right.
Winning, winning Zeltron, it's,
I mean, the order's been gone for a while.
It's very like, which place are you staying tonight? The
Yeah.
answer is yes.
Lead the way.
all right. She gives you her arm, and you guys just kind of roll out into the night. Nando and Duo, any? Oh my god, that was amazing.
If you thought your ship was banged up, you just wait till you see your buddy.
Oh,
Yeah, Celestins can fix things when they want to.
He may need some time to fix some stuff.
I'll
at that point, some Nogri come in, and they're like looking around.
Really?
And you get the impression they're looking for the Zeltron who came in, like that they're like that. Some of them, someone came to the the local volunteer police, for lack of a better term. And we're like, oh god, there was a scary person, and they were like, well, we gotta go over there and check that scary person out. Make sure they're okay, and then if they're being real scary, you should probably leave.
Yeah, Nando will.
That's how law enforcement works here.
It is. It's a great vibe. It should be like that everywhere. Nando will go like talk to them. And he'll just be like, "It's cool.
Like,
it's cool."
Nando,
like
we heard there was one of the,
Yeah, robe, shaved head, all that shit. Ominous message.
It was a Zeltron.
Yeah, I mean, it's what was left of his Zeltron. None of the zeal was there. None of the
Like the other two Zeltron are like looking at each other. The other two Nogri are looking at each other like, oh god, that's terrifying.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
They're just
never
like,
seen anything like it.
The guy who's talking to
Never
me
seen
was
anything
like,
like it.
do you want us to stick around? Do you need help, or is everything
No, they're here for the.
Is everything cool?
They're here for everything's cool now. They're here for the newbies. Like they've got their own business. It's nothing to do with us.
Are our strange visitors well? Are they okay? Are they not? They're not. Are they? Were they?
They're
were
okay.
they frightened?
No, they're okay. They're okay. They don't know anything about this place yet. They don't know what to be afraid of and what not to be afraid of.
Oh,
Okay.
Well,
Like they're okay. They're okay.
It takes a long way to travel. Hey,
Nando's kind of
Spike. It's a
Nando's
long
kinda
way
not.
to travel.
It is. It is.
As always, if you need anything, Nando, we are at your service. They all
Of
three
course.
give you a cordial bow, and then they make their way
Yeah.
down the streets.
Thanks, guys. Head back to the table. Go back. So
we still got a bottle of the green, right?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pour both of us a glass and toast to fallen captains.
Fallen captains.
Meanwhile, Breeb, you are like,
Play this out.
like you're standing in a Star Wars bathroom now, like just like looking rough, and you're like, okay,
What do I do with these seashells?
yeah, what are these for? And then you hear a bottle smash against the wall, and she's like, Breeb Wumbu, you better bring your little ass out here. And then we cut to black again. The last thing we see is Breeb's face in the bathroom mirror just go, oh no. I got a bad feeling about this. I got a bad feeling about this. Anything else that Nando and Duo want to do? No, she does not have them vibes.
I think Nando is pretty like he's just more like you're not really gonna fucking do that, are you? You're not gonna go to that building, talk to that creep. You're not gonna fucking do that. Are you?
We received an invitation. It seems a pity to waste it.
Yeah, an invitation to like the worst place. Okay, you want to come to my like vibe toilet? Like
The next episode will be entitled "Welcome to My Vibe Toilet."
like what? Like why would you even do that? You don't have to make this hard for yourself.
There has to be a reason why
here.
we ended up here, of all places. You can look around. Of all of the things that light up in this place. God damn it. Yeah, dude, you missed out on some baller shit. Of all the places in the galaxies that we could have ended up, we end up in a place that is the antithesis of the light that we bring. And now we've been invited to... Wait, what is that?
This place is pretty rocking.
It's pretty fucking rock.
It's rocking, except for when someone who's force sensitive goes outside and sees there's these like negative sucks of force energy in the landscape, which should be vibrant and like full of life.
There also might be a reason for that.
You know, I
yeah, and I'm about to find out. I'm interested in finding out whether the seven are the reason for this. And if they are, then what better thing to do than to allow this planet to be reflective both within the Force and without of the Force?
So what you're saying is all seven, and we'll watch them fall?
There it is. There it is.
So you're just going to kill 7 survivors?
No.
I mean, that's kind of what it sounds like. That you're going to just.
I mean, that was just Nate saying that.
Yeah.
Breeb's.
I love how Duo's like,
on.
no, maybe. They haven't decided yet.
Probably not. Sorry.
I mean, if we have to.
If it's technically
Super Spike, 7 did eat 9. Like,
yeah.
And probably 12 and maybe 15. It's hard telling. They're Rakatans. They totally will eat one another. It's part of the charm. God damn it.
Can one of the Rakatans be named Salada?
God damn it.
They are now.
Yeah.
They are
now. Okay, it just seems like a lot. Like it feels like, you like already had, a pretty rough fucking day. It's like your first day. You don't gotta like blow your wad on the first day, Duo. That's all I'm saying.
That's why we asked to sleep on it, Nando.
I mean, I guess like it's weird. Y'all are fucking weird. It's weird. It's easy. It'd be easy. You're gonna go out and make it hard.
Well, I'll have to step into the light sometime. I'd rather do it in the morning.
All right. Cool. I mean, not cool, but, all right.
All right, morning comes. And Breeb and Felicia make their way back to the boom boom room.
Breeb. Breeb.
How's the morning already?
Breeb.
She's like, take it easy on him. Take it easy on him.
She didn't.
Yeah, because I didn't.
Fuck yeah.
She's like, so when we going down to Creepy Sword?
Apparently. They I was like, you could
I
make it easy.
I can't let
you don't
these
gotta make it weird.
monks.
You don't gotta make it hard.
Yeah, I
You
can't
know?
let these two monks just wander their way into the mouth of the beast.
No, of
I'm
course
just kidding.
not.
It's not a mouth. It's a giant sword.
It's a big sword.
And the beast is a different one of the 7.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all have those cryptic names. Like, fuck. Fucking
Yeah,
tarot
I
card
think
ass.
that beast is. I think the beast is also called the hunter. I believe I heard one. So
Yeah,
one
they
person
all
called
have
it
like 37 names.
they're also called like the blood covered mother. That's the other one. I get them confused sometimes.
Blood covered mother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should. Well, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get this over with. Ugh.
You make your way
Oh.
out of Plugo Station down the road to the hill. And you do not realize how big it is until you get there. And it's gigantic. It rivals the size of a building on Coruscant. It's just this massive structure built like a sword that's at a slight angle into the ground. And the end of the sword that goes in the ground is actually kind of open in an arch, so you can like see right into it, and you can hear the distinctive sound of the clang of iron and the sound of wood striking wood.
Does the bad feeling intensify?
The feeling you get from this place is no feeling. It is an absence. A cloaked Zeltron makes their way out.
The same as last night, or
Similar to the one you met last night, but not actually the same.
Okay.
And they make their way out, and they say, "You are here to see the master."
he has extended his invite to us.
All that is asked is that you leave your hostilities outside.
We
Do not.
answer his invitation.
Felicia leans in and she's like, "This is like a thing that they do. Leave your judgments outside. Bring only an open mind and an open hand." And again, the slow blink.
Give him the old naughty poo. How we do.
You make your way inside, and you just see like these rooms, and they look like dojo practice rooms, and you just see groups of different races from this planet like practicing. And there's not a ton for a building this big, but there's a lot more than you thought there would be. And you do see Celtron, you see Selkath, you see Kumonga, you see Nogri, and you see Zeltron. One thing Breeb and Duo is also slightly feels familiar in the way that being in a Jedi temple would be. You make your way up into a grand chamber. I mean, you go up a lot of steps. And this place, another thing you realize is while there is some intermixing of technology here that looks like it was probably salvaged from a ship, this place is primarily cut of stone and cut very well, like artisans. There's a lot of interesting carvings in the stone. It's very artistically done. You make your way up into a room, and sitting like on their knees is the Zeltron from last night, and standing in front of a forge is the Rakatan, the duelist. And they look to be forging something. "I see you have honored me with your presence, visitors from afar.
Yep.
We thank you for your invitation and are here to listen.
You are like echoes, much like Jerick was.
Is this guy an absence?
Yes.
Like
He is
the
a
absence?
He is like a complete hole in the Force. I can no longer feel you as my ancestors once would have been able to. I have been blinded, as we all were, robbed of our birthright of the living Force.
Okay.
I honestly have hope that somehow you will rectify this matter and you will return me to my family's former glory. But in this form, I have no interest in conquering or bloodshed, but instead in enlightenment. As my line grows to its close.
Can I essentially like trust my instincts and kind of insight check?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
this?
definitely.
Ooh, 6 and 3, 9 plus 3. That's a 12.
Yeah, this is the truth. You get the impression this guy doesn't ever have to lie, so he doesn't know how. The other thing you guys have kind of gotten just in your 24 hours, basically, here on Shugo, the Rakatans that are, the 7 that are alive are equally feared, reviled, and looked on with a little bit of awe. They're kind of like monsters that walk among the populace.
Yeah. They're like walking fairy tale.
Yeah. No, that's a really good way of looking at it.
Just like we are. They're the monsters and
they're the Baba Yaga.
We're the weird wizards.
Yeah, very fantasy allegory.
Yeah. Okay.
He reaches out and he touches the head of the Zeltron kneeling beside him. I could not feel you, but she could.
I sense in you a great absence, but I also sense that same absence on the planet. How is this possible? At such a scale.
The plague that struck my people. It not only killed us in number, it also took the Force from it, ripped it from our very lineages, drove us backwards. All of the blood spilled here. There were hundreds of thousands of us on this planet. We died in droves. Those that did not die reverted to old ways. And over time, we have dwindled to but 7. Once we perish, this world will right itself. Or once we regain, as I hope to, a connection with the living Force.
And the 7 and yourself have no connection to the old ways any longer? You've put those behind yourself?
No. I practiced the old ways through teaching the art of combat, forging. Salada, the ancient, is the steward of history. The blood-covered mother practices the old ways of consumption.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
4 others are across this planet they have named Shugo, but I have never met them, nor do I have a desire to. These 2 I only know because of their proximity.
What role do you think that we might play in the restoration of this planet then? Obviously, you've felt something, or your disciple has.
She has felt the living force in you. She is the first being of my knowledge born on this world since my ancestors took it and made it this paradise to become one with the force until he never turns fully around, but he kind of turns a little bit. You can see the one eye stalk beneath the hood sort of gesture towards Nando. She feels you. She knows you even though you do not know yourself. And Felicia kind of says, I think he knows himself pretty good, if you know what I'm saying.
I do know myself very well. I know myself better than I know anybody. I know a lot of people really well. So
I'm sure your new friends have told you that you are more than you seem. It is a pity that you have wasted that which I would do anything to possess.
I haven't wasted shit, dude. Like, I'm living a good life.
You are living a life blinded.
I'm not blinded.
Tell him. He's speaking to you two, Breeb and Duo.
You're the one who's blinded. You're the one who lives in the fucking void bullshit.
Not
toilet.
not by choice. This is the curse my people are born with.
Yeah, just because I use my gifts differently than you would use those gifts does not mean I'm wasting my life.
He just doesn't respond. He just clangs away on this thing he's forging. Will you provide me your assistance and insight?
We will learn and listen and consider, and we ask that you have the patience to allow us.
I feared that this would be your answer. So therefore, I offer you incentive. Captain, your friend, the Wookiee, I know where he is. And I also know he has been marked by the hunter. I can tell you where the doctor is. so you may save him. But I do request that for this information, you agree to provide me the assistance I have asked for. Felicia pulls you aside and she's like, if anything that guy is saying is true, we need to figure something out fast.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, no Dodoy.
I mean, he's kind of like, yeah, I know. I don't fucking want to do it.
So, like,
I can't
no one wants
not
to do shit like this.
But I can't not do it.
I mean, yeah, we gotta help Bragg. We can't just let him die.
No,
No.
No.
Even half the bullshit stories I've heard about this hunter, this blood-covered mother are true. I'd rather fucking just be shot than be eaten,
right?
skinned,
No,
eaten,
we're gonna do it
raw.
I know. Oh my god, I know. I know. I'll
Ooh,
do
baby, I likes it raw, but not like that.
And Breeb's like,
yeah. Yeah, no, I know. I gotta do it. I'll do it. But I hate the space wizard shit.
What?
So stupid.
No shit,
So
we
dumb.
both hate it.
So fucking
So as soon as we get
But
out
yeah.
of here,
Yeah.
Stars with that bombs is awesome.
dumb.
Yeah. Normally I try to be a little less F-bomby, but I kind of feel like these two characters are probably cursing like sailors a lot.
Yeah. That's all we have. Left.
yeah, you can't tell me that after you hear my friends, he's not like turning to the next pirate and being like, fuck these Jedi.
Fuck this guy.
Yeah,
Also, I may have watched the Wolverine Deadpool trailer a few times today, so
Nice.
there's a couple of Oppenheimers. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I'll do it.
Go.
No, let's fucking go. Let's do it. Fucking do it. It'll be cool. It's an adventure, right? It's cool.
Yeah. So what we'll do is
yeah.
you and these two yahoos will say sure, and then you'll get the information, and I'm gonna go leave, and I'm gonna get us a speeder, or a walker, or steal a couple borrow a couple bikes,
or a speed walker.
I don't know what that is, Nando. Do you know what that is?
I know what it should be.
I mean, yeah. Let's fucking go, Star Wars story. That should be a T-shirt. That should be a T-shirt. That is amazing. So she's like, "Hey, nice meeting you. I'll let you Space Wizard folks figure this out. I'm gonna go because I'm pretty sure they're gonna say yes. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna fuck off out of here, and I probably will never see you again. So yeah, bye."
Bye, Felicia.
She walks by Breeb. She looks at me and goes, don't do anything stupid. I'm gonna go get us a vehicle, and then she slaps you on your ass as she walks out.
No promises.
And it really hurts because you're still pretty sore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he hasn't been sitting down for a while.
Yeah. She said Speedo, not Speeder.
I'm gonna go get you guys Speedos.
I've heard it both ways.
Which is not.
I mean, and Shugo, that's not a far-reaching prospect.
Mm-hmm. That's a very common question. Do you say Speedo or Speeder?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Nando will be like, sure.
What say you? And then he finally turns around, and one of his eye stalks has been cut off, and you can see just kind of a lumpy spot. He's just got scars all over him. When he opens his mouth to talk, the Rakatans usually have sharp, pointy teeth, like shark mouths almost, and a bunch of them are just gone. He turns and looks, and his one eye blinks really slowly. Your word. Jedi.
Oh, he's talking to you too.
Does he say Jedi, or
What you
does
mean?
he give
Does
it
say
the
Jedi.
old like? Does he give it the old polish?
Jedi.
Yeah. This old motherfucker.
Which immediately makes you think, like, I bet you this guy knew Jarek.
Yeah.
Because that'd be the only way you'd know a Jedi. Because Jedi did not exist when the Red Cottons had sway over the galaxy.
I thought they did, but they were the Jedi, like the J-E.
I think the Jedi were after the Rakatans caught the plague.
Oh, I thought they overlapped. Okay.
I am not positive, but I don't think they did.
Anyway, doesn't make a difference. I mean,
No,
we're telling the story, not
Star
Disney.
Wars, Star Wars semantics. In fact, this shit isn't even Disney. This is not canon. Well, it's canon to us, but Disney's just like, I don't know if I want to touch that. I don't know if I want Kyle Katarn. Fuck you, Disney. You want Kyle Katarn.
Yeah, you do, motherfuckers.
They want literally everything else.
You want Dash Rendar. You know you do.
Everybody does.
Everybody needs that Dash Rendar, baby.
Yeah. I mean, everybody wants a Han
the
Solo they can
Qualdoma?
use, even if they can't.
Come on, Disney. Look, Quadroma is right there.
You should get the guy from
Fucking
Richard.
Revan. Keanu Reeves wants to be Revan. Just let him.
What?
Let the boy. Yeah, he has said it before.
That's
let
awesome.
And he'll say it
the
again.
boy watch.
Well, now that we've done Tales of the Jedi and Tales of the Sith, we need a Tales of the Old Republic shorts, and he can play the voice of Revan. That would be amazing.
I won't tolerate that. I need a whole Revan thing. I need to see Revan. Anyway, we can talk about this another time because otherwise I'm about to rant, and I don't need that kind of. We ain't got that kind of time.
We got all the time.
No, we don't.
No, we
We're just
don't.
meat stacks. We
You're
only have
old and
so
you
much
got-
time.
You're old and you got one eyeball. You don't have any.
Yeah. Anyway, what say you, Jedi?
What's a? I'm trying to get a read on this guy.
So
And-
when I say like these black spots in the Force, it's not like the dark side of the Force. It is just like there's
No, it's an absence.
no Force. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's no Force.
I get it. Yeah, I'm
I
trying.
didn't wanna
I'm
miss
trying
one.
to. I'm not trying to read like where he is in the Force. I'm trying to read like what would he respect? What would
Shaggy, I'm not positive, but I think that's what I read. And then he's also like the guy that everyone wants to play Revan. So, but yeah, Revan would be the best. I mean, he is kind of John Wickish. So, also, there's a super sweet little animated version of the fight with him and Malik, where he cuts Malik's jaw off, and it is fucking tense. Sorry,
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm on my Revan bullshit now.
I think that since I got that vibe off him previously, I think that, I mean, to ensure the survival of our.
So the other thing you get from him is cool desperation. You both get like just a kind of not even controlled emotional state, like just no emotional state.
Yeah.
But you both get, and I would say they get this more than you would, Nando, just because they're far more in tune with their abilities. You get a sense of like, this is probably it.
This is probably it. Like, this is his last chance type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, he looks old. Like, you don't know much about the Rakatans, but he looks old.
Yeah.
And he also looks like shit. He also looks like he has fought a lot of stuff.
Do we actually think we could help him with what he needs?
You have no idea.
Sweet.
You also get the impression, though, he's counting on you to keep your word.
Right.
Yeah, I kind of assumed that. Seems like a serious type.
He turns around and he walks towards you, and you realize, like, he's big, much bigger than he looked like until you get up close. He walks across the room. He doesn't quite walk; it's almost a limp, and he's using a very, very interesting piece of wood to lean on as a cane. I have no idea what you're talking about, Shaggy.
The creator of the middle finger.
Oh. Huh, weird. Anyway,
You can trust us, Shaggy.
yeah. He walks up to you three, and in a very, like, I wouldn't say practiced, but something that you can tell is like something he's probably done a million times or was taught to do a million times. He presents a weapon.
A wooden weapon?
It looks slightly wooden, but it looks like it's been sent through a forge like God knows how many times. So the hilt looks almost wooden, but the blade is almost just pure black.
Mm. What do I get off of the blade?
Nothing.
Like absence, nothing, or like just nothing?
Absence, nothing.
I'm assuming this is something we've also never seen before.
You've never seen this before. But you've also never seen he presented his wood. It's a Star Wars story. He presented
Spike, I thought that you said you weren't going to tell us.
his wood.
Man, what a narc. Come on, man.
But you haven't seen a lot of this plant life before.
Yeah.
Or much of this is all pretty foreign to you. You are a little bit of strangers in a strange land.
When it comes into our presence, do we feel anything as a result?
When he does,
No, well, him or the blade. Like, I'm trying to figure out whether this feels
it's just an absence.
Okay.
And then he says, I will even provide you with a guide. He moves his fingers forward. And the female who was on their knees stands up very, very, in like a slick way, pulls their hood back, and it says Zeltron from last night. And are any of you grabbing this blade?
No. Gross. No. Absolutely.
If you don't, she does.
I'll take it.
You'll take it? So she begins to put her hand out for it, and you just go, yeah, I'll take that. And she looks right at you, and she smiles, which is the first non-flat effect you've seen out of her face.
Oh, I don't like that.
He likes them mean, but not that mean.
The duelist turns his back and limps back to his forge. And the Zeltron looks at you three, opens her cloak, and you see she has a lightsaber on her hilt, and says, I believe it is time for us to hunt. And that's where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Okay. Hopefully that was good. I had super fun.
Yeah, dude. That was amazing.
I had some super fun. Everyone go around the table, tell where people can find you. You beautiful selves.
All right. You can find me most social medias at Cubicle Zombie. Here at least once a month, sometimes 2, maybe 3. We'll see how that goes.
Maybe. I'll never tell.
I mean, they'll find out when I show up 3 times.
I won't tell them, but they'll probably figure it out.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm James. You can find me on Twitter at Huey Beardwalks. You can follow all of our exploits streaming at Known World United, pretty much everywhere. YouTube, Twitter,
Everywhere.
Facebook. And you can usually find me popping on here and there for prep school Sundays. Go on walks with all these cute boys, and yeah, you know, I love me a Star Wars, so
You do love you a Star Wars.
I will be here, baby. Also, Breeb, a pleasure as always, but Nando is such a great introduction to this canon. So good, so fun.
The best part too, and I want to compliment you, Warrior, is I just kept going, what about this person? What about, and you hit the ground running on every single one, which has given us like Felicia Knight now and some other weirdos that I very much love. That now I'm like, oh, Felicia's awesome.
Yeah, that's great. Anyway,
Felicia, no offense, Breeb, but Felicia is your Han Solo now. She's the type that you're going to be like, I love you. And she's like, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Checks out.
Checks out is even better. Checks out.
I'm Warrior. You can find me at WarriorMN on Instagram and probably a couple other places. You can find me at Warrior on Blue Sky. I am here many Mondays now, so
hopefully maybe some every other Thursdays if I can make heel turn happen.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The show that will have a timer.
The show that will have a timer.
I'm not fucking with you. It will have a timer.
Like in the bottom corner of the screen?
Yeah. So like my idea that we talked about Sunday was like every little section will have a timer.
Mm-hmm.
So with hopefully like a horn and when we have to be done talking.
And when the timer hits
talking about.
And the timer hits, another host's music hits and they count and until everyone but one's over that time. Keep going.
Glass shatters.
Yeah. I'll be here next Monday for
Down
in Outlands. Chaos Guard. And then
Down Outlands.
Down in Outlands.
And then Star Wars. But it's the Scum and Villainy crew.
So
the other Star Wars.
Another Star Wars. Yeah. We'll tell David I said hello. Oh my God, things are getting rough in the chat.
Is that in the chat?
Things are getting rough. I will be here Thursday for Spoopy Boys, and we are talking Ghost Watch, and we're also going to talk a little bit of Late Night with the Devil, because they're very similar flicks tone-wise, and Colin and I both watched Late Night with the Devil, and it is awesome. So if anyone wants to watch those two flicks and hang out and talk about them on Thursday, feel free. Two really, really, really good, creepy horror flicks. Very little blood, but all the creepies. So, and then Friday, About It Games, I think I'm going to make a preliminary call. I think we're going back to West Virginia. That's right. I think we follow 76.
Roads, take me home.
Mountain Mama.
Yeah. Now, yeah, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a bunch of stuff so I can sell it because I'm a small business owner. And 2, I'm going to hunt me some fucking mountain monsters. I'm going to find me some sons of bitches.
I hope you have power armor.
Coming for you.
Coming for you. And then the next Sunday, prep school.
Preppity school.
And then prep school. And and then the next Monday is the makeup for Chaos Scar. which is going to be a spooktacular as well.
Oh,
It's gonna be. There might be some ghost busting in that episode. I'm just saying.
Oh shit.
makes you feel good.
Yeah, you better not be afraid of ghosts for that episode. I'm serious.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for hanging out with us for Star Wars. These boys will be back in June, right? June's after May. Yeah, something like that. Or
June,
if
so.
we find a way to steal another evening and get another session in. Thank you so much. We like you all very much, more than a friend, and I hope your week goes well. Thanks again to James. Thanks to James for doing the intro.
You're welcome.